Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? My name is Wawa, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the show, which we still do not have a name for yet. After four episodes, we really need to think of one. But before we move on for today's topics, I just want to announce a quick update or a really urgent news. Unfortunately, the game that we all love and spent a ton of hours playing is slowly dying. Excuse me. A recently known virus called Patch 1.0.3 has been recently discovered and has been unleashed through the world and slowly killing this game that we call Diablo 3. But a vaccine called Patch 2.0 is slowly in the works and is the only solution to cure this disease. I'm just kidding. The technology is not there yet, though. It's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a long time before that come out. But anyways, welcome to the show, guys. I have a couple of guests for today. One is a second time actually here in this show. He is known as Mr. Arkanthiel. What's up, Mr. Arkanthiel? How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, man. But I want my gold. I want my gold. Give me my gold.
Yeah, sure go. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that, especially with the new hotfix that's gonna come out after this maintenance, and yeah, that's gonna be I think a huge pushback as well. And the second guest will be a new face. He's not a girl, like whatever. Like
Yeah.
I know the picture, it shows a girl, but no, he's actually Mr.
Picture. But
He's actually Mr. Thanatos, aka Mr. DarU, aka Mr. Thanatos. How are you doing today, sir? I don't know how to call you. Like,
yeah,
I know you as DarU or Darwin, I guess.
Yeah, just call me Dar or something. Darwin.
All right,
Dar.
nah.
People call me Dar.
we'll just call you Darwin. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
I'm fine. Just
new faces in the chat right now. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully everyone joins in and chats with us for today as we have a couple of interesting topics today. First off, the first topic will be the patch 1.0.3 a week after release. So a lot of people have been complaining, a lot of people are not happy about the patch. I actually am torn about this patch at all, but I'm going to talk about that in just one second. And the next topic that we're going to talk about is Kripp's tips for Diablo 3. So we're basically reaching that point of the game or the game's lifespan that we're actually
We're dying.
putting in. Yeah, we actually have to put in ideas for Blizzard to make this game a little bit more playable or make this game last a little bit longer. Because yeah, a lot of people are reaching the end game and a lot of people are slowly quitting. Yeah. And they're going back to WoW because a lot of people got this game for free when they had a year account in WoW, I believe. And I guess they finished playing this and they're back to WoW. And I heard WoW has a really good end game, so why would you leave that, right? Like, I've never really played WoW. You guys played WoW, right?
A bit. Just a bit.
Just a bit. I heard there is a really good end
Yeah,
game,
but
though. Like, every patch, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they have like this content patch. Like every in-between expansion, they add these little content things. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it. Then next is actually gonna be another suggestion. It's actually a pretty clever one. It's Jessica's Diablo 3 Hardcore Arena Proposal. So that's basically a hardcore PvP mode. I'm gonna be talking about that in just one second. I'm gonna give you guys the video as well because he's actually making a petition to make this happen. It could happen. There's a good chance of it happening. Like there's potential in it. And if you want to see people really heartbroken or decimated in front of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people watching the game, like you're gonna want to support this thing. And for the last topic for today is gonna be DiabloPH, our group, our little group composed of only like what 1,500 people now. That's really crazy. After like 5 weeks of release, that's amazing. That's all Filipino
Yep.
too. Everyone.
Compared to StarCraft, like 2 years old and only has 900 people.
hey, don't hate. Like Diablo, for most people, it's actually like their
I'm
first. Oh, good.
I'm not hating it, man. I'm depressed, man.
Yeah, oh, yeah, actually, yeah, it's pretty
More
depressing.
people play my
Well, basically, a lot of people, this is actually their first original game, I guess. If we, yeah, because a
Yeah,
lot of people would just
yeah.
play free-to-play games, and then they saw the trailer for this and it looks really cool. They want to play it. They played Diablo 2 for free, like in all computer shops, because basically once you buy a PC in the Philippines nowadays, it comes pre-installed with a Diablo 2, I think. I don't know, but
Really?
yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It should be.
What?
It
Oh,
should be.
yeah.
It should be
I can
though.
buy a new PC just for that.
All right. So before we head on to the first topic, let's talk about the maintenance for today, because there's actually going to be a little bit of change. It's not only like it's not only just about a regular maintenance. It's they're gonna put some stuff in there. So you want to talk more about that real quick?
Uh, well, the forums went down, but from what I remember, they're gonna fix some gold exploits. Mm, I think the bear thing's gonna get fixed. There's also some other. I don't remember. I don't have the list. Um,
I think they're going to nerf the Sarkos tank seller in Act 1.
yeah,
I don't
that,
know how they are going to nerf it, maybe by... They'll just maybe reduce gold drop. Not really the gold drop, but the amount of gold.
I think they're just gonna lower the spawn rate, like from 50 to
It's actually
30%.
50-50 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30.
Maybe 30%. That's a reasonable change, I guess.
Sarkos.
But there are rumors that are circulating that they're going to lower the gold drops globally. Like you're not gonna
Yeah,
get much
by
gold
act.
farming as by act. What was do you know the list are like
So,
40% from Act
I think
1,
they reduced Act 4 by 80%.
80%. God damn it!
80% what?
20%.
What? 80% less gold?
50.
Is that it?
Not sure
Yeah.
if gold amount or gold, how often gold drops or what amount the gold drops, I think. Not sure.
Oh yeah, one more thing though. They're going to fix the how much degradation the item is getting. Like the same thing I said last week. To punish those who keep dying and to reward those who don't die as much. They're gonna get so that the weapons and armor don't degrade as fast. So that's one good thing that's coming
Mhm.
out from that patch. However, the gold drops, that's just bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Yeah, like why do you keep punishing players? Right? We just kept on getting punished by Blizzard. Like Sarkot is the one in Act 1, right? Like that's the small fast
Yeah.
character or
Yep.
monster.
The one you can just gain. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just easily snipe
Fuck
to
off.
get a ton of gold and then log in, log out again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're gonna nerf that. That's actually one of the most useful resources, I guess, or useful income for gold. Because I heard people can get like 10k gold per trip just going to kill him.
No. Actually, I'm with that. The problem is the gold drops itself. If they reduce the amount of gold you're dropping, repair is gonna get more expensive, a lot more expensive, and that's gonna suck. Not only for the people who are farming, but also for everyone else. Imagine the casuals who don't play as much, and then they keep getting punished for dying a lot, and they don't have as much time to farm gold. So they're
Yeah.
gonna just run out of gold eventually and stop playing. That's not a good end game.
Seriously,
Nope.
that patch is not welcoming at all. Like you don't invite new players there. You don't invite or you don't welcome back the people that bought it who couldn't play for the first week because of the server issues and then trying to come back. But to realize that they're just gonna have a hard time playing or trying to play it, it's not. I don't know. Like, why do you think that is? Why do you think they do that? I don't know.
Well, some people are trying to say they're encouraging real money auction house. You can just buy gold from
Yeah, that's
everyone.
that's what Blizzard wants us to do.
Yeah. That's bullshit. We already paid for the game. We don't want to use the real money auction now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to sell in it. We don't want to have to buy stuff just to enjoy your game. And that's stupid.
I think this is one of their like quick fix for those bots, like those gold farming bots. This is one of their quick fix, but it doesn't only affect the bots; it affects everyone, and it always hits harder for the people who doesn't use the bots. because they lose a lot more. Because if you have bots, like there's no problem. I'll just buy a couple more accounts, I guess, and use them for botting. I heard there's like a lot of people using more than 10 bots. Like those people who use bots, they don't only use one. They use like 10 or so.
Yeah, of course, man. A lot more bots mean more money. Basically, why they keep a lot of accounts, and usually those are using stolen credit cards or something.
Really?
So it's not really
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Hmm.
That is scary. Makes you wonder, like, are those, like, those Kickstarters, right? Like, in general, like, those people who donates, like, $5,000 to get a Kickstarter for, like, something. Makes you wonder, like, sometimes, are those, like, really from their account, or did they just stole it from someone? I don't know. It's another topic. I don't know why it came in my head. It just came out of nowhere. My
Not
bad.
Diablo 3 related. Man.
It's not Diablo 3 related, but it's gaming related because a lot of games are being funded now through Kickstarter. So, haha.
Yeah,
You never know.
true. Still not Diablo related though.
I know. I know. Anyways, yeah. I heard, like as you said, though, the repair cost is gonna be cheaper, or no, their durability will last
No,
longer,
no.
but
I don't know.
when you die, they're gonna take out the same amount of durability. But when you're fighting, like when
That's
actually taking damage, it's actually gonna be less.
You're taking damage. You're shooting your stuff. You're not dying.
Mhm.
The rate that you lose durability is less than 50% now. It's gonna get halved. So you're gonna be using your items for far longer.
That's a plus
But
there,
when
I
you
guess.
die-
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Go ahead.
one thread in the forums. It was so funny. This guy just shoots some log or something, then goes back to town. I know he needs to repair his equipment for like 1-to-1 gold.
What?
So awkward.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Bullshit was
man.
funny.
Oh, I'm gonna launch this arrow from my crossbow. It costs 121 gold.
What? No.
It's crazy. Really, really
Oh
crazy.
man.
It reminds me of the heavy weapons guy in Team Fortress 2.
What?
But
That's
I
not
mean, that's
Diablo related.
part of it.
Move on.
it's related.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's watch it. He talks about like how his weapon costs $120,000 to fire for 1 minute. Kind of feels like that in Diablo now. Like I shoot 7 cluster bombs and it costs 500 gold. And
Yeah, just the Diablo.
yeah, because
That
Diablo
would be worth it, but no. 500 gold.
It's the
Really
drop
not,
worth it.
not just 500.
way no.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Like
Well, you lose a lot of gold on the way to Diablo.
What?
so after this, like when the servers go up again, there's gonna be less drops of gold, like drop rates of gold. Is that what's gonna happen right now?
Post it.
So in like an
Supposedly,
hour and 30 minutes from now, we're gonna get less gold. So people, are you not
Overall.
are you not upset? I'm actually getting really upset now. That's like it's not easy to
Exactly,
farm those
man.
gold. It's not easy. What the heck? Seriously.
It's not fun to farm for gold.
Is why do you keep punishing us for your faults? Like it's their fault for the bot system anyway. Like they still can't solve it. Sucks. I hate it. Anyways, let's move on to the first topic. Patch 1.0.3, a week after. So for those who are not aware, there was a patch a week ago. I think exactly a week ago from today, because it was released last Tuesday. There was a major patch that was released. Changed a lot of stuff like drop rates, attack speed, and skills, and item usefulness, and whatever. Like a lot of things changed. Now I'm actually looking for the good and the bad for everyone because there's too many to discuss. So I'm just gonna ask everyone to give out their favorite and their least favorite. Maybe top 2 favorite and then top 2 least favorite from the patch. And also would like to hear some stuff also from the chat as well. Like maybe we're gonna miss some stuff that's pretty good. What do you guys like? What do you guys don't like about the patch? And yeah, so I guess we'll start with DarU. You wanna start with that? Like what's your favorite thing about the patch, and then what's the least favorite. Because we all of us have a week's experience from the
Right
patch,
now?
so it's more like, how do they say that? The patch, we have more experience with it, so we can give a more detailed explanation. It's not only theory crafting anymore, like what we did before the patch came out. So yeah, what do you think about the new patches?
Yeah, 1.03 at first before being patched, I was like thinking, oh good, monsters are going to be nerfed. Their HP is going to get nerfed, something like that. So it's kind of good for us demon hunters, and like I felt like a vulture trying to wait for its prey, something like that. And then yeah, they were trying to increase the drop rates in Act 3 and 4, which I was happy before because I keep getting crappy items before. And only to find out after the patch. I have no idea, but I think they did tweak the system a bit. They tried to increase the rate, I mean the amount of elites that have invulnerable minions and reflect damage attributes, something like that. But first I was okay with it, but soon found out that it was actually more efficient to be farming in Act 1 because yeah, you throw less more gold in Act 1 because you won't die in that act. And the 3 just never survive. Never survive
Mm-hmm.
those hulking HPs with invulnerable minions plus reflect damage. I mean,
Reflect damage.
who would want to face those HPs?
Seriously.
Ah, God. Even barbs or monk at that time, maybe they would fear them just a bit
Mm-hmm.
because they were usually coupled with succubus, so it would lower their defenses or something like that. And so right now, I'm kind of happy for the patch. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
maybe because we were we were farming in Act 2, so loots were kind of decent. And trying to farm Act 3 with some friends turned out okay. So maybe just Blizzard telling us to play the game with friends and groups instead of soloing just each act, farming for your dudes. Yeah. I felt better when I was farming with people I knew.
Yeah, because the patch that came out like before it, like the patch 1.0.3, like gives you the benefits if you're playing with a party. Because basically the only thing that increase now when you're playing with others is just the HP, not the damage anymore. So that from that point alone, like it's already a huge benefit playing in a party. So I think they also realized that most people are playing solo because that's pretty much how it was in Diablo 2, and pretty much a lot of people expected that it would be the same scenario in Diablo 3. And I think this is pretty much their solution on, I guess, forcing. Well, not really forcing, but giving the option of playing with others a little bit better, I guess. And yeah, as you said, like, how's the drop rates up there in Act 3? Because that's pretty much, I think, you farm a lot nowadays. Is it better, or are you just getting more crap
Yeah,
but more rares as well?
Act 3 and Act 4, I think, I'm not really that I think of, but they were saying that the loots were bugged, or it was buggy or something, because the loots there were still crap, but I don't know. Last night I got some 900 damage, sold one for $30 just today.
Uh huh.
I was fine with that, but the rest of the loots I got there were really, really crappy. Like, even item level 63 Razor that I've been always looking for, and then gives me like 70 plus text and some crappy other stats. I was like, hey, we're both in Magic Find Gears and you give us this. So sooner than later, and one of my friends just posted some information about the bug, and only to find out that it was true. And even Bashiok was saying that, yeah, they were noticing that it was bugged or something.
I see. Zendex actually has a question in chat. He's asking you specifically, is Wizard the next Demon Hunter? I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it's possible because attack damage barely hurts the man. Like 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. You can add
Really? How is that?
throw
Like, why is that?
or
Like,
go. I mean, 4 gear.
why do they only get less damage from reflect? Do you guys know? Like,
I
is
have
it?
no idea. Maybe I have like I'm a glass cannon, and then I hit maybe I hit my critical, and I die instantly if I don't pop my SS quickly.
Mm. So one shot, I
And
guess.
I don't know. Maybe yeah, maybe their damage. Wizard damage is not really that bursty. Like it doesn't go like 100k in one shot. Just like it goes 4k, 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 4k. A lot of 4k damages. So, and also the reflect damage based on your armor as well. So
Mhm.
maybe that's the case.
How much do you do now? Like, what's your DPS? Like 5,000 or 5 million or something like that?
My damage is actually not that good. It's actually 55k without sharpshooter, but I'm okay with it.
That's really good, actually. That's
I'm
not
okay
bad.
with it.
Like, you're not really buying anything, or you're not really begging for anyone
Yeah.
any money or any equips
My
or something
crossbow,
like that.
Yeah, most of my let me see, most of my rules. Uh, the only gear that I bought from the auction house was my bracers. It's a low promise of glory just because of the crit chance. The rest, especially my crossbow, I love my crossbow. Um, I got it from a guy. I actually asked him to craft it. I
Ah.
got my 1k damage. Oh, that's all.
How is crafting, by the way? How is crafting, like, is it, do you craft a lot? Do you guys craft a lot? Because I'm wondering, like, if does it provide a lot better chance of finding a good item with good stats? I don't really have, I haven't
You
really
have-
tried it. Yeah, I haven't
If you
really.
have the pass, better.
Mm. Actually, just scrap level, I level 61 above, and just keep materials for now. Even though the cost was like cut in half, it's still a gamble to craft. It's a bit more tempting now, but I don't know. It depends on the person, I guess.
Yeah, because
It's actually fine if you have those fine or grand plants. If you craft them, you usually like for gloves, for example, it costs like 42k and some essences, 20 essences, 5, and
those are
some amount
hardcore
of
essences
bonus
too.
secret.
So yeah, it's a lot of essence.
Yeah, exquisite essences. Well, it costs 42k, and if you get lucky enough, you get some crit stats on it, some dex, some strength if you want. For barbs, vit, it's actually like universal to have vit. You need to have vit to make the gear really expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and throw in a bit of all resist, maybe if you're lucky. Well, with that 42k, it might turn out to be like, who knows, 2 million gold, 1 million gold, or you can even sell for real money. It's really easy.
So yeah, you said Vit.
That's why
more.
right nowadays,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm kind of saying that crafting is good because it only costs you gold, and you can maybe if you get lucky, you can sell it for real money, something like that. And what else? Actually, I've been doing some crafting myself, but I just really lack the essences. Essences right now in the America server cost about as much as K per piece. That's really expensive though.
How much? 2K
It's
for
hot. 2K each. One
Yeah.
piece.
Time to cash out, man.
2K each.
Yeah,
What?
It's
2K each is.
usually- It's
Those essence-
exquisite essence.
Yeah. I heard it's 2K
Yeah.
each.
Usually sells better.
So if you get like a crap
Yeah, it's-
level 61 item, you can
Hmm?
just, you know,
At least 60
That's it.
items.
Yeah,
you can
basically.
just
That
start
in-
doing that and sell it out.
I sell it. It usually sells well when it's nighttime in the U.S. in Paul's place. People usually play a lot that time.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
people
all.
buy a lot like during the night, because basically those people who buys those expensive items are apparently businessmen that don't have a lot of time to play the game. That's why they just want to buy all the good stuff, so they can just progress through the game without spending a lot of time and have enough money to spend to the items. So it's not really that bad. I also saw like a thread on Reddit, reddit.com/rdiablo. By the way, if you guys don't know, it's a good community site. I saw a thread that this guy posted that he spent over $240, I believe, in items for himself, his girlfriend, and his two kids, and they're all having a blast. So that's actually a pretty awesome story. If you guys want to check it out, you guys should definitely go to reddit.com/Diablo. I just want to share the story out because it's not all businessmen. It's also a family game apparently. That's actually a lot if you think about it. That's 4 accounts.
Killing demons, family affair.
This the family that stays together, or something like that. Blah blah blah. But yeah, that's actually a lot of money already. They spend around $500 because they've had to buy 4 accounts and then $240 worth of the real auction house money. I guess it's worth it if you guys can share the experience with the family. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys would like to share your experience with your family, right? Like that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it's an investment. You can get a lot more enjoyment out of that if you do things right. Keep playing with your family. If it doesn't turn into flavor of the month, like Blizzard is planning with their shitty patches, it could be a good investment for you guys to actually spend money on stuff.
Yep.
Besides, if you have like a lot of throwaway income, why not? It's your money.
Yeah, that's really true. You spend your money on how you want it. No one else has any say to it. Just you. Anyways, Mr. DarU, do you have anything else to add up before we ask Mr. Ark? Or I guess I'll go first. I guess.
Just hopefully that this last words are going to be so advanced that hopefully Blizzard fixes all the rants people would throw out, and especially MP. We'll talk about that later. And yeah, that's all. This patch right now.
So just basically fix stuff that they're avoiding or not. They're just trying to find like a band-aid solution for.
Yeah.
Really, right?
especially the leveling exploit right now.
Oh my God, Zoltan Cool is still pretty viable. Oh man, can't believe that.
You can even do it by yourself. Do it on normal.
Really now? How do you do that?
Actually, it's on normal. Yeah, it's on normal.
Oh, okay. Still though, it just gives them.
I tried. I was level 33. Tried to do it myself. I get 10k to 11k XP. I think each quest, each run.
No.
Alright, you guys better.
Not that easy to do it by yourself.
That's not bad though.
Well, if you have a friend, yeah. If you have a good friend, you can ask him to, exploit it for you. But of course, you just might get banned for that. So I don't know.
No, you can't get banned for that because it's easily accessible. Like a lot of people are actually debating about if it's an exploit or a game feature. Because right now, apparently, Blizzard already knows that this thing exists, and yeah, they already know that it's in there, and apparently they're not taking it out. That's a good reason to, I guess, use it
we'll
for now.
That later on, once the patch is live, whatever. We'll see if they'll fix that. If not, well, I guess we have the go signal to tower level, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
But then, it would be better Diablo 2-way, but no.
Yeah, I agree.
So actually, 9 minutes from now, the server's gonna go up. So I guess while during the podcast, we're gonna hear from people like how the drop rates are, how everything is. They'll be like, oh my God, I only get 1 gold from Diablo. Ah, that would be horrible.
No man, we're gonna have like 4 viewers left because everyone's gonna play. So yeah,
it's gonna be like day 1 again. Everyone's gonna try to log in, no one can log in. I don't know.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
Trying to log in. Yeah. Don't hammer the servers, man. You're not gonna miss anything. Wait a few minutes. Be patient.
All right. Anyways, let's move on. Ark, you wanna go first? I wanna ask you like about your favorites and your least favorites about patch 1.0.3.
Oh sure. One of my favorites was the changes in the chat thing on the bar. It was bigger now, so you can see a lot more details and stuff. It really helped managing your friends and shit. What else? What else? The crafting was really good. That was the 50% off. It encourages people to do a lot of crafting, but not as good as it should be because there's still a lot of random variables in that.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing is one thing I didn't like exactly was the reduction of damage from the monsters from Act 2. I am not against it, but I think they overdid it a little. I mean, Act 2 is not really easy, but it's a lot easier now compared to last patch. I actually had Dar help me out to complete Act 2 just before, I don't know, Dar wasn't there. Dar was in Act 3, but me and my friends,
Which was
Belial.
oh, you did Act 2, right?
Yeah. We
Yeah, you
finished
did
Act 2 before the patch because we knew it was going to be a lot easier and we wanted the challenge. It's one of the things that I guess Blizzard was thinking that maybe we put things too hard or something. But people were coping. People were killing Diablo and Inferno. They didn't have to reduce it that much. But I guess it's just some of my rant. It's not really a huge deal for me. Something I didn't really like. I did like, of course, them adding 1% drop for not shit gear in Act 1 Inferno. So that's great. That's really great. Thank you, Blizzard. Oh, and of course the repair bill. Fucking repair bill. Fuck you.
Worse.
Like, cool.
Yeah, seriously worse. But yeah, you mentioned a couple of good stuff like the crafting, like those like from 1 to 8, I think. The prices got lower. 9 and 10 or level 9 to 10 gems and crafting. It's still pricey, but I guess it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Is the last
It's
one
reasonable
s-
because
Hmm?
you can like get rid of the low level gems and turn them, then maybe sell them eventually. Because otherwise you'll just throw them away and not pick them up. So I guess this brings a lot more usability for the radiant jewels and something.
Mhm. You know, I think what's gonna happen is that demand for gems is gonna go up because basically people might just not collect them at all and just might buy them off of the auction house whenever it can be sold. Because I'm pretty sure it's not available yet, right? In the auction
Yeah.
house, yeah.
Oh wait, no. No. You can buy jewels, gems from the auction house since like 2 patches ago.
Oh,
Like 2 weeks
Oh,
after.
so
Yeah.
expensive.
But yeah,
yeah.
the Radiant Star cost like 40 million or something. I don't know.
That's a star.
Insane amount.
Radiant Star.
So really
Wait,
expensive.
million each.
Crafting a radiant star is actually really expensive if you think about it. Arcade.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
you
What
even have to have all three plans.
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes the
Store-
thing
flawless-
so
flawless
valuable.
store.
Is that it's expensive and it does good things for you.
Seriously,
So,
yeah. That extra like 50,
Emeralds.
especially if you're level 1 or you're just starting up and your item is
Oh, yeah.
slotted, then
seriously, man. Seriously, I put like 2 rubies through 2 radiant square rubies on my level 23 barb, and I couldn't use any skills because I could not build up my fury. Everything kept dying, and I progressed really, really fast. Yeah.
And I think you
Fun
mentioned
though.
also some good stuff about the BattleNet interface, like the friend system. That's actually pretty good. I don't like the font though. I guess that's a really shallow thing to say. I guess it's kind of bad for, in my opinion. It's not. It doesn't look good. Like it looks more ghetto. Like the flash is not there
I
anymore.
guess.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think you guys even care, I guess, about it.
I think, like I said, I think the bigger interface is really, really useful.
Yeah, that's pretty
but
good.
I don't know. It's the fun so man. It's not, I guess it could be more diabolic, but
Yeah,
it's
like what I'm
fine.
saying, like it's more.
Like,
It looks more like WoW now. WoW has a little bit of a
yeah, I
cartoonish
guess.
feel.
Guess.
Like
I
it's
guess.
weird. And also the
Since I don't really know to use custom filters,
and also what do you call that? The
so,
message pop-outs on the chat box. Like when someone's coming online, it now shows a bright yellow thing, like this guy's online or this guy
ah,
did achievement called a brighter, and then it's gonna show the achievement. It's a little bit of brighter color. I don't know. It just catches more attention than a PM
uh,
actually.
I don't know, man. Mine's like disabled, so
Ah, you're
I
disabled.
don't see them. I
Okay.
see like a chat prompt, like it's a normal text in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I disable it. It was kind of annoying in the first week, like when everyone was new to the game and gaining achievements, and there was like when you're playing, there's like constant stream of blah 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 gained achievement, blah 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 blah, and your left side is full of
like StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
exactly. You're like Larva spawn complete.
Oh my
Like,
god.
yeah.
Eh.
And it kind of got annoying, so I removed.
And it's gonna take a couple more months of whining to Battle.net before we get private chat systems inside that game. So you
Well, it's
get.
a chat channel and
Oh
like
my god.
Battle.net.
That actually would be fun for
It's
Diablo
actually
3
about
now, because we
chat
had
channels.
chat channels for Diablo 3. Like, there's a ton of us. There's a lot of people in the group. So, first 100 people to get in that chat channel is gonna have a lot of fun. I don't know.
True. But they should redo the whole lobby interface so that it'll support the chat channel.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of
That
stuff.
job StarCraft with the little chat channel, you can just expand it and shit. That's
Oh, I have a question. Do you guys know why there's only, or the, in your stash, right? Like, a stack of gems can only go up to 30? Do you guys ever wonder
Um,
that?
I don't know. So you're forced to craft, I guess?
Yeah.
Or else risk overflow.
You are forced to craft.
Well, it doesn't really matter because like crafting those gems costs like 10 gold, so don't really care. But once it gets to Radiant or Perfect Air, that's when I start carrying. But then I can just sell those for like 37 gold, and fine.
I guess.
We should try like selling flawless square gems maybe in the auction house, maybe real money, not sure. Like 25 cents, 10 cents. If,
It's
Not
not
sure,
worth
5
it.
cents.
You're gonna owe them money because
Yeah.
PayPal takes out $1 every time you do a transaction. So
oh yeah.
I'm actually
125.
weirded out that there's so many items in real money auction house that goes for 199. So they're barely gonna get anything. They're gonna get like a quarter out of everything after all those deductions. Because $1 to PayPal, 15% to Blizzard, and I think another 10% to something else. I forgot what it is.
transaction fee or whatever.
Yeah, so they're barely gonna get a quarter out of that.
Really?
Well, a quarter is 10 pesos, so that's not bad, I guess, if you think about it. You can buy a Sarsi or Pop Cola with.
For farming up and sell it in the auction house for 2 days. You're now rewarded with the ability to buy.
It's,
Congratulations.
it's like you just won a game of basketball, like you street basketball when you play with your neighbors. Like, oh, okay, well, no, Sarsi, panalo. Like, you just won that thing. That's sad. Anyways, oh, by the way, HRM Faxi just said that 600k to craft the star type gems. So I think you think it's reasonable to sell for just 1 million? Because I don't know. I guess not. It's not really.
Well, actually, me and my friend were trying to analyze how people were doing that because people were selling, let's say, Radiant Square stuff for 300k, and it cost around 350k, and it costs like 300k to make those just for the crafting. You still have the
Yeah.
gems and the plants or whatever. So we're trying to find out how they were getting profit from that. I mean, it costs 300k just to make the gem, and then you have to have the two prior gems for that, Dome of Secrets, and how are you guys getting money from that? That's stupid.
Really,
I don't
really.
know.
They're just
It's
not
really
good at
weird.
math, man. Just take advantage of it when you see one.
Uh,
Just
I don't
buy
know.
it already.
It's in the commodities auction now, so I don't think they'll run out of it soon.
Is it
But
a lot?
I refuse to sell my gems for that cheap, man. That's stupid.
Yeah, is it a
I'm not
lot?
gonna
A
sell
lot of
the
people do that, like for 300,000 or something.
a lot, man. Just
Wow.
check here's what you do. Check the commodities for the gem you want, and then go to Covetus Shen and check how much it costs to make that. They they're so close. It's so close. Plus the 15% from the gold auction house. I mean, they like gain 275,000 gold per gem, and it costs 300,000 gold to make one,
Mm,
not including the material. So that's I don't know.
I don't know, man. These guys, they got
I
some
don't know.
magic. They got some voodoo working behind the scenes. But anyways,
Yeah, like the 50% discount potions guy in Diablo PH.
yeah, seriously, gravity. It's so crazy.
That's for later. Save it for later.
Yeah, that's for later. Diablo PH discussion. Finally, we have something to talk about when we reach that point. Anyways, anything else to add before I talk about my experience with patch 1.0.3? Mr. Ark.
Fine. Repair's a bitch though. Repair's a bitch.
Well, for me,
Pew pew.
basically, it's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been an interesting experience. I should have made a post about it on Reddit. Like, I had the most fun playing Diablo. Like 2 days after the release of the patch. But basically, what happened was, so the patch came out, right? And my monk is like one of the weakest monks ever. Like it's really fast, but it's like it dies in 2 hits. Like that's my build for it. Like a speed build with attack speed like 2.5 something like that, and then dodge is really high also, and move speed is also like faster than Superman or something like that. And then this patch hit, it just changed my game completely because it hit attack speed so hard, like from 2.5 it went down to 1.8 attack speed, and my damage from like 17k I believe went down to like 13.5. I was like, whoa, that hurts, ouch. And it just takes forever to kill one monster. It took forever. It felt like it was so heavy. Like I even said that it feels like my character has diarrhea and it has diarrhea and couldn't poop, or is that it? Or it's constipated and couldn't poop and couldn't move, couldn't punch. He's still constipated. His stomach's in pain. He's like, oh, couldn't punch that much. So that's pretty much what my character. That's pretty much how my character felt. Then I had to quit. I had to like this is like this is it. This is the patch that's gonna ruin the game for me. Like I had to quit. So I stopped playing for a couple of days, went back and had a new outtake in the game. Like I figured, alright, so my playstyle's not gonna work, so I'm gonna have to do something else. So basically what I did is I spent at least a million gold in items. Like I bought good boots and good other stuff. And then those are mostly like resist items now. So I'll be a little bit more meteor and stuff and take more damage. So I bought those, and I bought the boots. Like I get really weak now. Like Dex goes down really fast, but my intelligence went way up, because intelligence basically adds resistance to resistance all to all elements, I believe. And I also bought like strength stuff because it adds armor. So I'm really strong now, but I punch a little bit weaker, but it doesn't really matter because right now the game is promoting team play. So that's pretty much how the team play will go. That I need those damage dealing characters with my party in order to survive. But before I even joined a team game, I went to test out my new build. Like I had to try out new skills as well. Like right now, I use Crippling Wave. Before, I use Fist of the Thousand, or what do you call it? 100 something thousands. I forgot. 100 Fist.
Way of the 100 fist.
Way of the 100 Fist. With the last rune of it, like it shoots, sort of shoots like a fireball for the last hit and something like that. That does a lot of damage, by the way. It adds like what, 250% damage for the last hit. That's really worth it if you can get there. Which basically I could easily get there with my 2.5 attack speed. It's basically I'm doing fireballs every second, so it's really pretty. It's a really cool thing. But anyways, I had to get rid of that. I had to implement stuff that can help me survive. So I had to use Crippling Wave with the rune that slows down the attack speed of your opponent to like 40 to 60% or something like that. So that's really helpful. And then I use Heart or Rune of Conviction. No, Mantra of Conviction with the rune that buffs the damage to like. Instead of adding more damage to like 12%, it's gonna be, or no, 24%, it's gonna be like 48% damage for the first 3 seconds. So that's really helpful, and that helps me out a lot in with my lack of attack and stuff. So I actually had the most fun killing those elites by myself. I was like, okay, so let's try this out. So my first boss, like no big deal. Like one of the worst elites, like Waller and how do you say that? Waller and damn. Can't even, because every affix is so good. I can't think of a bad affix. Health link, Waller health link, and knockback. So that's not really a big deal because I'm kind of meaty now and no one can do damage to me. So okay, so this guy doesn't really do that much damage to me. So all right. I went to the next one, which is also not that bad, and then I went to the third one, which has the arcane. So now all the things that I used to hate are coming up right now. So Waller, arcane, jailer. So I took my first swing of the arcane. You know that arcane thing does so much damage. I used to die like to 3 hits or to just one swipe of the arcane. If that hit you once, you're gonna be dead, or I'm gonna be dead. And then the arcane hit me this time. I took like 5 hits. It's only like to half HP. I was like, oh yeah, I can take this. Yeah, take this. Oh yeah, you can't do nothing to me. Oh, that was like, oh yeah, fist pumping all over and such. Like that was amazing. That was a really good feeling. So then I realized that, so basically I was playing Monk the wrong way all this time. And Diablo really has a plan on how to play game.
Just wanted to say that statement was... I actually hate that statement. Because Blizzard was advertising that there are millions of viable...
No, I was gonna get to that. Like, basically... Okay, I'm having fun right now, but basically this is not how it's supposed to be played. Because I was told that I can do whatever I want. And it's gonna work out. Like everything's gonna work out. Like, what the heck? I know I'm having fun, but this is it's basically just Blizzard guiding us through the right path. And I guess it goes down to the linear path. Yeah.
You know, yeah. Let me talk about myself.
Go ahead.
Actually, I really wanted to go dual wielding until the end of Inferno, and I was doing really well. But with the patch, I had to change and get a shield and actually redo my build all over. So I really didn't want to do that because I wanted my own viable build. Like Blizzard says, I want to punch really fast and kill everything with crit. But the IAS nerf was incoming and I had to make a decision. So I said, screw it. I'll just go tank. And that's what I did. That's why the patch didn't really affect me. But I know why it hurt a lot of people. Especially people who invested in attack speed upgrades. Like,
yeah, they're going to hurt.
I know you did.
Everyone did.
Else,
oh
like
my god, I spent so much on attack speed.
But to be honest, high attack speed is really fun. I really enjoyed it when I had like 3 attacks per second.
Yeah, man, you feel like your son Goku and such. Like you're punching through the air so fast. Like no one can touch you. That was like one of the best feelings.
The 100 fist, the attack per second. That was dominant.
That's crazy.
Blizzard. No, you can't do that. You just this is how you play. You get a shield, a lot of resistance, and be a tank because you're a monk.
Try to kill the monk elites while they're enraged, something like that.
You're taking too long killing Belial. Let's add an enraged timer. Let's make Gum a little bit more harder. Just
Oh.
hiding him from across the room.
Oh
I don't
man.
know. Maybe
Go.
it's just some excuse for me, but
No, it's alright. It's
really want
legit.
to help.
Yeah, it's a legit thing. Like,
I can't go back to hell, man. I have two good equips for hell. Have fun there again.
what are you too good for hell now, huh? You too good? You look down on hell now, man?
Like the only thing I need to finish hell is my weapon. I can survive with that. Thanks to Serenity.
Yo, Serenity, really good skill, by the way. Serenity, pretty awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much that's actually a default skill, I guess, for.
Yeah.
No, sweeping wind, I removed that to my build now, I guess, because I can't really afford it. I need all those defensive skills.
I'm putting it back later. Because it's good, man. It's really good. I have 2 spirit generators right now, Deadly Reach and Thunder Fists. One is for increased armor, Deadly Reach, and Thunder Fists is for like increased dodge. But Dar said I could just afford not getting extra defense. So,
Yeah,
even good.
could just dodge every attack, get that life back real quick. Because we're using Fist of Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Fist of Thunder actually just that skill actually adds a bit more attack speed, more than Deadly Reach. So you would get that life back real fast, real quick.
So
to
GT
know.
Yunjung said in chat he does not use Serenity. Ah! Good one, good one.
It doesn't.
Good one, man. Good
Maybe
one.
that's why I kept dying earlier. You
Suddenly died to Plague Monster.
Yeah, and you went into the game while we were fighting elites, and then you went AFK, and then after we killed the elites, just left the game. You jerk.
That's the game without saying a word, man.
Yeah, man. We
were even in
just
Skype.
started killing the elite, so the elite would go up. And then after we had like 50 million years of trying to kill it, just leave on the exact same time it dies. I hate you.
Oh, it's your
Would-
loss. You were tanking everything.
I just want to mention the last stuff here in the 1.0.3 before we move on to the next patch. It's getting kind of late. I want to get through this before you guys had to go. So basically, the bosses also got harder, which are like all those how do you say that? Rage timers. All of them got increased. So a lot of people are not happy about that at all. What do you guys think about that? I'm pretty sure you guys are disappointed about that, and it pretty much made Gom the hardest boss, I heard, mini boss, I heard, in the game.
Gom?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Gom. Really
Let's
hard.
gas everything.
Take it.
Gas, yeah, gas does not barely, or
Gom
the gas
and
doesn't
Side
disappear
is
anymore,
a
or
bit-
something like that.
So yeah, it's a bit hard, actually.
And
The hitbox for is many spiders is so big.
okay,
What?
The hitbox for Sideas minions is so big, and they actually buffed the spiders. They were quicker. They had a moment of sprint, and then their movement speed just goes up, and then suddenly hits you with their long range. It's really annoying. And they increased the number, but lowered the damage of those spiders. But still, doesn't compensate.
is it doable though?
That's stupid.
It's doable, I
It
guess.
is doable, but yeah, but it's a bit harder, but not as hard as Gom.
Have you beaten Gom in the recent patch?
No, wouldn't try.
Wouldn't try, right? Yeah, I heard it's really that hard.
I've only done. Yeah, go straight Asmodan or maybe just farm an act through.
I guess that's one of the downsides of this patch, especially with the Gom, because basically right now Gom is being said at one of the hardest boss, and that's pretty much a buffer from the end game to the people who's only in Act 1 or Act 2. So if you're saying that you've been farming Act 3 for a while now and you still can't beat Gom, how are the people who hasn't been to Act 3 gonna be able to beat Gom? No other way but to go to auction house, and people are gonna be forced to buy
Yep.
stuff over there, thus making Blizzard more money. Thus we lose more money. The I don't know. It's horrible.
One of the fundamental things that's wrong with Diablo is that instead of a skill-based game, it became a numbers game. Like, you have to get better equipment that has better numbers. Instead of, back in Diablo 2, you could, like, use your actual skill as a player to overcome obstacles. Right, Dar? But in Diablo 3, you got influenced by WoW just a little bit too much. So, no, it's not as gear dependent. WoW is actually not as gear dependent as Diablo 3, which is really a bad thing. But that's a story for another day.
That's another story, man. That's really.
Just getting on to the next topic.
Anyways,
Or we
yeah.
Rant until
Before we move on to the next topic, we're gonna take a quick break, guys. So stick around, guys. It's gonna be just a really quick break because we want to get on with the other topics before we reach 11 o'clock. And I think that's when the servers are gonna go up, and some people need to go to sleep as well because it is midterms. Good luck to those people who is taking their midterms, by the way. Hope you guys are doing a good time or doing a good job so far, and yeah, hope you guys survive. Anyways, give us a second, guys. 1 second. All right, we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for topic number 2 of the show. Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys are still awake here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are still waiting for the server to go up. And a lot of people are actually, I think, disappointed now. Because I see a huge drop in the viewer count right now. And they're like, oh, it's still down. I see people posting DiabloPH like, oh, yep, still down. Still down. And anyways, welcome back to part 2 of the show. Right now we are going to be talking about Kripp's tips for Diablo 3. So basically Kripp, if you guys don't know Kripp, he is basically Kripparian, a part of No Life TV, NoLife.tv, and he's one of the most well-known streamers for Diablo 3. And he's really a likable guy, I guess. He's really famous, really well accepting guy, and he's pretty much setting the trend for Diablo 3 already. He's pretty much, I guess we can call him the day 9 of Diablo right now.
Kripp was the first ever guy who killed Diablo in Inferno hardcore.
Yeah,
That's how
Kripp and Krippy.
his thing.
that's the guy.
There were two guys actually.
Yeah, Kripp and Kripparian?
Krippy.
Krippy.
Kripp and Krippy.
There's two guys, right? Those
Cool
those are
guys.
two different guys. Yeah, Kripp and Kripparian. Krippy and Kripp.
Wizard. Yeah, different guy.
So yeah, basically these guys are
Krippy.
pretty much
They're both really cool guys.
they're pretty much the leading team right now in Diablo 3. One of the most well-known, one of the most dominating, and if PvP goes up right now, they're pretty much gonna be owning. And they're actually, or Kripp at least, does put up some videos on a regular basis about how the game is going right now, where it's going from here on out, like status of basically the gold right now. He recently posted a video about talking about gold and such, how there's like items going for like 1 billion gold in the auction house right now, which is really not good, because that's pretty much the economy is gonna be pretty much bankrupt very soon if that continues on, or it's gonna be pretty much destroyed basically by bots and such if that thing keeps on going on. And I think the economy right now is too mixed together for Blizzard to know which one's from the gold or from the bots, which golds are from the bots and which are not, because a lot of people already bought the gold, so they can't really just, oh, you bought this from a bot, we're gonna take it out right now, alright? And you're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know I bought it from the bot, so why are you taking it out right now? Like, so it's really, I think we reached that point where it might not be good anymore. But anyways, we're gonna talk about, what do you guys think about that, by the way, first, before we talk about the topic? You guys have any opinions on that?
On the gold? Yeah, they could have, back in the 2 weeks that Diablo 3 was released and they were trying to fix everything, rollback would have been acceptable in that early of a time. Like 2 weeks of work just to kill every gold farming stuff,
Mm-hmm.
every exploiter that inflated the economy before releasing the auction now. So it would have been acceptable. People would have been angry, would have raged a lot, but they are raging right now anyway. So it would not have made any difference except that the economy would not have been fucked up. I mean, just 2 weeks of leveling, that's nothing. Compared to now, if they do a rollback now, that's impossible. Like, you can't. People have invested money and time already. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're stuck with all these golds, which is why Blizzard is trying to kill off the gold by making it more valuable, by making it worth less, so people would buy it. But that's just them being money grubbers.
Yeah, seriously. Like right now, I wouldn't really recommend people buying gold for real money, especially off of the other forums, and even in DiabloPH, I would really highly not recommend buying gold. I'm sorry to those people who is actually legit when selling gold. Like I have to say, it's not really a good time to sell gold right now, because your name's gonna be in a huge dirt. Like it's gonna be piled up with all the other gold sellers who use his bot, because basically Blizzard won't be able to tell the difference. If you sell gold, you're gonna be under suspicion. Your account's gonna get looked up and see the activity on what's been happening in your account. So yeah, guys, just to be safe, don't buy gold from others for now. Just to be safe, just for now, until we hear some good word from Bashok, I guess, or John, or what you got, Don Wilson or something like that.
Or until the economy stabilizes.
Yeah,
Right
until the
now,
economy stabilizes. So yeah, just
Woo.
take care of your gold. But anyways, moving on to the topic that we're supposed to talk about, Kripp's tips for Diablo 3. So Kripp put up a video. Was it yesterday or a couple of days ago? But anyway,
Okay.
in between those
It was
days,
yesterday.
yeah. Okay, so it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
All right, so let's say it's yesterday. The giving tips to Blizzard actually on how to make the game a little bit better, because basically what he's saying is that the game is pretty much already over for them. Like they already finished the game, and I think the end game right here for this game is Hardcore Inferno. Well, Softcore Inferno and Hardcore Inferno, both of them are end games, but I think the most awesome end game is the Hardcore Inferno. And if you finish that, that's pretty much no point in playing the game unless you are planning on making money out of the game as well, or making a name out of yourself, which pretty much Kripp and the others are doing. But right now, there's pretty much no point in for them to play anymore. Like they already quit playing hardcore. Like they don't see the purpose of it, especially with all those lag right now. Like with the 1.0.3 patch, there's more rubber banding. For me at least.
Actually, Wawa,
Mhm.
here's the thing. Diablo 3 Hardcore is a really different game. It's a lot better, I guess, because you don't get a lot of gears. Your gears are more important, and there's no buying there. If you die, you're dead. So you have to be very careful. And since people are dying every day, their good stuff keeps getting lost because your items get deleted. So the economy is more stable there. It's how Diablo 3 should be.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like server lag is a big thing. That's a big impact to the game. I don't even know. Like that's pretty ballsy, really, of Blizzard to just put up this game with bad servers. Because I really don't know how I'm getting so much lag. Because I have pretty good internet connection, and I don't know how I'm getting so like really bad lag from the game itself. It's really weird. I guess I really need to be near a server location, but I don't know how to find that. Especially for the people in the Philippines, it's really
Bawa.
horrible.
Down. Alright, okay, it's back. I
down?
thought it was down. It's back.
I think yeah. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, it's back. I know, it's back for me.
All right. So we're back up. Thank you,
Yeah,
by the way,
it's
for who noticed it. Oh, you noticed it,
And-
and yeah.
You're welcome.
So yeah. Anyway,
It's back.
I forgot what I was talking about. Lag is such a big part of the game that it's too risky to play in in hardcore, but Kripp and the other guys, they actually are playing in an area where there's not really that good internet. I heard because he said he pretty much died a lot already in hardcore, and that's most of them are because of lag. So I don't know. It's really hard. Would you guys ever try to play in hardcore?
Yeah, man. I totally do it.
Yeah.
Just for this one achievement that I have
Yeah.
killed. No, cool story, bro. I want that achievement. That's the only reason I'm gonna play hardcore. But yeah, it's like they said, it's a whole different game, and I'm interested in it. But right now, I just want to finish Inferno softcore. After I do, maybe I'll check out hardcore. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna check it out
Or
anytime soon.
PvE.
I'm still struggling with Inferno Act 1, so it's gonna be a while for me. Oh, so basically, let's talk about the tips that Kripp could. Because basically, what I like about the tips, well, I'm assuming right now everyone has watched the Kripp's tips for Diablo 3. For the people who hasn't watched it, please do check it out. I'm gonna try to post a link, or someone post a link please on the chat right now for them to view it, or view it later. View it later. Don't worry about it right now. Basically, I like one of the thing that he mentioned. It was the last part. It's pretty much what he's saying about champion levels or champion modes or something like that.
Champion levels.
Yeah. So
Like I said, they can't start ladders right now. People have spent
Mhm.
actual money on their. They can't reset everything like they did in Diablo 2. So champion levels is a pretty good idea. It's a really great idea, and I'm sure Wawa will explain what it is
Yeah,
to the people.
basically the
Haven't.
champion level is everyone's at basically let's assume that everyone's already at level 60. And then when you reach level 60, what he was saying that after that, why not add more bonus levels? Not really going to be major levels, but it's going to be considered champion levels where for those people who want to get competitive with the game. So this is pretty much where the ladder begins. So when you reach level 60, it's pretty much like LoL, basically. Like if you reach level 30, that's pretty much where your ladder points come in, right? If I remember, your ELO comes in. That's basically ladder points and such. So that's basically it. And you can easily just ladder reset it every time or whenever, like for a couple months or so, you can ladder reset and everyone just goes back to level 60. So no one gets butthurt that they bought this expensive item and they're just gonna lose it if ever it ladder resets. So basically that's pretty much it for the champion mode. And what you get from champion modes per level, it's nothing really major. I think he just basically mentioned like minor added stats and such.
Yeah, some minor boosts in like getting more followers, reducing portal timer.
That's what I like.
Just a small stuff that's not gonna affect the game. Maybe like cheaper drafting or something. Just something to aim for. And I think it's really brilliant because let's say you can have champion level items. You can have once you're champion level 10, you can equip this item, and then it resets on the next ladder, right? So level 60 items will provide a baseline, and champion levels will let people have their reset. So there'll still be a competition and an actual end game to Diablo aside from just farming better items for Inferno items.
Yeah.
Of course, there's
It's actually interesting how he said that how you can progress from that point on. Like, let's say you reach level 60, right? He said that you can only level up once you have 5 stacks of Valor, and you can only get experience from elites. So that's actually really smart, like really interesting. That's gonna make all of those players start the game from chapter 1 up to Butcher.
try to kill all of the elites. That's a good idea. Of course, there's one more thing that he did give a good point on, is that he wanted a rework on the stats. Because right now, everything in Diablo 3 is gear dependent. Everything.
Everything.
You want to know how everything is gear dependent? You know the reason, the proof? Take off everything you own in every item you are wearing right now. Try to play in Inferno. Let's see how long you last. That's how you see that everything's gear dependent. Now, if they reduce the stat bonuses from items and increase the base stat bonuses on your character, that's gonna mitigate a lot of those need for items, and it's gonna make things easier for balancing because your characters have their innate strength. They can take on monsters even with shit gear if they have the proper skill,
Mhm.
right?
It's
So I
basically
really like that.
Go ahead.
That was it. I really like that idea in reworking the stats and how classes work in Diablo 3.
It's pretty much like RF Online because I played RF Online for a good couple of years, and then when I was in college, like when you remove your item, you're pretty much like a level 1 character. Because pretty much in these types of games, like wearing the armor is a privilege that you get, and it's not really, how do you say that? It's not really something you provide. I can't even define it properly. But yeah, it's basically just a privilege. Like when you level up that one level, you're gonna get privilege for better items. So that feels like you're gonna get more out of the item, or every time you level. But I wish that the stat system, as you said, is a bit more fixed.
A lot.
But I think that's gonna be too much to ask for Blizzard, and I don't think that's gonna happen even before patch 2.0.
I think it's possible for the next expansion, maybe for the first expansion. If there is going to be an expansion, Blizzard is not going to let this go. So let's just hope they rework everything, and maybe it will happen. Maybe if we whine enough, right? Maybe they'll notice it.
Yeah. How about you, Mr. Dar? Oh, by the way, I want to mention that what you said about the followers, that's really cool. Like, for example, level 70, you get 2 followers now. You get the Enchantress and the Templar together. Maybe their storyline goes along the way, right? Like, they have this thing, like, romantic comedy, something like that. Like, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Then when you reach a level 80, you get the Scoundrel hitting on the Enchantress, and then the Templar's right there. Like, whoa! Like, all these new storylines, all those new fun stuff. I don't know.
It's a
That's-
lot of stuff there, and I know Blizzard does well with its side stories, so I'm really looking forward if that is possible. I want to see it. Make it work.
Make it work. Anyways, yes, Sir Dar, what do you think about this? Or what do you like? Which one do you like from the tips, I
Champion
guess?
levels? Well, about the gear dependent thing, he was actually like pertaining about Diablo 2, where usually you might have good gears, but your character build might be off just by a couple of stat points. It's kind of punishing in Diablo 2, but in Diablo 3, I think it's a bit more punishing because, yeah, it's more gear dependent. If you don't have any gear, you suck in, like, any difficulty in Hell or Inferno, at least where it most matters, maybe. That's when I heard of Blizzard taking off the stat points, it was like, whoa, what is Blizzard doing? It's like removing how do you say this? Like, they're restricting the players from customizing their player stats. Like Ragnarok, it had character stats, right?
Yeah.
So what? It's like I think Kripp pertained about the strength thing. It's like you need to have like 98 strength for this equipment. So you might have 95, so you would be forced to like put 3 points, and it's like Blizzard just removed the whole customization part and just bam, threw it in gears. So that really hurt me a bit because I was also a Diablo player and had a lot of fun in PvP, where like if you like missed or maybe misplaced a couple of points into like dex or strength, it would be a bit punishing, because if let's say you were like level 90 and then leveling up to 90 to 91 would take maybe an hour, it like I mean you just lack 1 point of strength just to equip this equipment, and then you need to level from 90 to 91. That actually hurts. So I don't know. Blizzard just maybe thought of that. It would hurt, and Blizzard also mentioned that in Diablo 2 actually, players usually just put enough strength to equip their equipment, and then put enough dex to have a decent block rate, and then the rest just split it in your vitality. So maybe Blizzard has a point in that part, but this is just too much.
Actually,
You're being dependent.
I agree, and I did get hurt myself, but what I really like about the stat system is that I could just make a different build on my characters. It gives me a lot more freedom. Like, for example, I want to make a tank demon hunter with pumping a lot of bit and strength for my attack, for my weapon attacks. Like, having that lets me do that. But since everything is gear dependent now, I'm gonna have to spend 5 billion gold just to buy the needed equipment just to try that out. And what if it doesn't work out? That just means I spend $5 billion of gold buying something that I'm not gonna use, and that now that's good. That's, like I said, it's gear dependent, and it's really sucks. It takes away the customization value or aspect
Yeah.
of the character.
I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't. I don't think fixing, how do you say that? Fixing the requirement for the items is the solution. Maybe it's weird though, because if you pretty much do that, it's gonna make things, I guess, more linear. If you think about it, it's basically if you want everyone to have this amount of dex to equip this amount of or this item for the witch doctor or for the monk, you're gonna have to basically pile up your vit or your strength if those are the requirements. But in our case now, you can just pretty much equip everything, whether it be, yeah, if you're a dex build, putting up the strength or a shield, because basically usually a shield goes with strength builds and vit builds. Right now, if you're a dex build and you want a shield, you can just basically do that. So I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess.
So here's the thing: why don't they just remove the stat requirements at all?
Yeah.
That makes everything a lot clearer.
There are no
It
start
takes the
requirements.
advantage. Exactly.
Mhm.
Why didn't they just put in the stats and remove the stat requirements for the weapons and armor? That would have allowed people to be a lot more free with their equipment, and it gave the at least illusion of customization by giving us stat points. But I guess that's already spilled milk, and we can't really do anything about
Mhm.
that. So,
Yeah, it's one of those.
It doesn't work well with
but
Diablo,
you know, no. Let's just focus on what can happen in the future, like what Kripp said, the champion levels. That's something. That's a direction Blizzard can go towards, and that's gonna make the game a lot more replayable.
It's more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again,
maybe they can add customizable stats on champion levels or something.
Yeah, maybe they can do that. Like when you get 61, you get 2 points to put a specific stat on,
Yeah.
like 1
yeah.
point on.
It's not.
But it's
not
so
much, but
so weird though,
like
because I think every time you level up, you should get at least 50 points. Because basically at this point, when you're level 60, you have 1,000 of something already. 1,000 dex, 1,000 ints, or something like that. So you need to at least give like 50 stats or something, stat points to put on something and such. I don't know. That's too much detail, I guess, to go into for an idea, I guess. But yeah, Kripp has some amazing ideas here. If you guys want to hear about it, if you guys want to hear about it, please do check it out. And his YouTube channel, is youtube.com/Kripparrian. Kripparrian is KRIPPARRIAN. Anything you guys want to add before we move on to our next topic? I think I'm done for this topic. How about you guys? Because yeah, that's pretty much what I like the most about this topic, champion level.
I just want it to happen.
I just want it to
want
happen.
how about talking about the end game?
End game.
Like after you kill Diablo Inferno, what would you look for? Like what would you want to do something like that, like PvP.
Well, basically that's pretty much the end game for almost everything. Like, what's the end game for WoW right now? PvP. What's the end game of Star Wars: The Old Republic? PvP. So it's either PvP or dungeon or raiding, I guess. But we can't really raid in Diablo because everyone's in the same faction. So I think.
Here's the thing. The bosses were designed to be similar with WoW.
Mhm.
So it's basically each game is an instance, and we're raiding their bases. So current end game is kind of like a raiding, except it's limited to 4 players, and the scripted events are not as scripted as WoW. So that's what we have now. It's proving to be pretty much boring. It's not gonna last another decade. I'm hoping it's gonna last about a year or two. If they don't fix this.
Or maybe
But,
something like
Yeah, people are looking forward to PvP.
something like
yeah, PvP is gonna be the
Diablo 3 Racing.
Could be like the
too.
base of Diablo 3 esports, something like that.
Diablo 3 Racing, guys.
Yeah,
Diablo
that
3
would last-
Racing.
no.
Maybe we can ride those. Maybe we can ride what do you call it? One of those monsters in Act 1 and the thing like one of those bulls that charges at you like boom, you ride those thing.
yeah, no, and
Or
Well,
the
they
witch
could-
doctor can ride his
they could
gargantuan.
make Diablo open world, and I know the architect cannot support it, but if it can, we need that. We need people.
No.
We need
No.
runs that can start from Act 1 for Butcher and then go to Siege Breaker. I want to be able to do that. That make everything farming a lot cooler.
How about what do you call that? Why isn't there, by the way, a map editor for this game?
Map editor? Because they don't want modding of any kind. Like, you will play this game in the way that we want you to.
Which is the worst thing because
Oh, by the
that's
way,
one of the
guys,
reasons why
Cool
Warcraft and
Explorer.
Starcraft is popular. Go ahead.
Yeah, the cool exploit or maybe the power level method. I think it's still up.
Zoltan cool?
It's not fixed yet, or
Is it bad?
yeah, I just tried it a few times and EXP still big. And yeah, I think you guys can still go for it. Power
Cool.
level method for our 9 viewers. Yeah,
Cool
Go
story.
for it.
Cool
Cool
story,
story,
bro. So I guess they figured out like, okay, so we took out all those other stuff. We'll just leave one, just for a treat for them. You know, like that's it. That's what they figured out. Like, let's not take all of them, so
be
people
all-
feel like they're kind of clever and stuff. For that, oh, this thing is still in the game. Let's abuse it. Blah 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 blah. So let's just let them be for now. Or I don't think they're gonna remove that thing anymore. Could be, you know, one thing to make people happy. Because it's been a while since I heard something, since I've seen a good post about Diablo 3 recently. It's all about just having fun with people that you know. That's pretty much it. That's all I see anymore. That's fun or positive about this game. Like the stats on Xfire, I think, which Mr. Rai just posted
Yeah,
on
and-
DiabloPH. Like the slow
And-
dwindle of the number of players.
It
Is
reminded me of A stock.
sorry.
Said a lot about.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of A stock.
Yeah, seriously. But someone also posted the StarCraft thing, the StarCraft charts. It's actually still pretty stable. Like, ooh, it's still like that. And WoW actually is going up. So people think that, oh, they're already done with Diablo, they're going back to WoW now. Like, could be. You know, there's a
Torchlight 3.
Yep.
or Torchlight 2, or people already bought the Guild Wars 2 and just waiting for the beta weekends to happen.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2.
I don't know.
I was actually gonna skip that, but since Diablo 3 isn't, I don't know. Maybe I'll think about buying it again.
I might buy it. I think it's only for $39.99. Is that correct, or is it a full
Yeah.
price game already?
Really? It's not as expensive.
TV door.
Why do you guys keep saying TV
Door
door?
there.
What the hell? Why do you?
Yeah,
Why do
actually,
you
break doors.
what?
It's actually funny. It's like maybe
What?
server full of people trying to break a wooden door just to like rain siege over the other server.
TV
It's
door?
kind of like meh. Not really my style, but yeah, you kill a door. You try to destroy a door, like millions or maybe hundreds of thousands of people just to destroy a wooden door. It would like take you 5 minutes just to do that.
And then what happens if you destroy the door?
Rain terror, your FPS goes down. Just like RF, the chip war or something like that.
Ouch.
Chip war.
Alright, going back to Diablo.
Anyways, anything else to add before we move on to our next topic? Because this is just a small topic, because it's just an idea, so we just don't want to know this thing a little bit more. Because the other thing is also going to be a quick talk, because it's also just a pitch, an idea, but a very, very good one as well. So anything else, by the way, before?
Like I said, I just want it to happen.
Just make it happen, alright. Make it happen. Blizzard, if you're watching, which I really think you are not, hopefully someone tweets you or attach you to a tweet or something, or tag you or something in a post that's linking to this video or a VOD that's about to come out after the show. Please make it happen. Alright, so give us a second, guys. Again, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is Jesse Cox Diablo 3 Hardcore Arena proposal. It's a very, very cool idea. I'm gonna tell you guys about it when we come back, so stick around, guys. We'll be right back.
Shit.
I don't remember her email. Binigay niya dati.
Yep.
Oh, well, let me check.
I'm sorry, I thought we were already live, or my mic's on. But anyways, we're back live for part 3 of today's show. It's gonna be talking about the Diablo 3 Hardcore Mode Arena petition. It's just a petition for now, but it's a really, really good idea. I'm actually gonna show you guys this video clip. You guys, Ark and DarU, you guys seen this, right? The video already?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys haven't
Give
seen
me
the video?
Alright. I have. Sorry.
I have.
I messaged it to you, Ark. Come on. Oh man. Oh well. No, we're gonna watch it anyway in the stream. I'm gonna show you guys. It's only 3 minutes long. He's just basically gonna talk about his idea of how this thing could work. And if you guys don't know who Jesse Cox is, he's pretty much one of the YouTubers, a pretty much famous YouTuber. He's a pretty moderately funny gamer. That's how he likes to describe himself. Let's see how or what he's gonna talk about. Okay, here.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this so I can listen.
Alright. I'm gonna watch it right now.
Guys, it's Jesse, and this video is less a vlog and more of an announcement. I'm hoping that I can keep it short and concise and to the point without making it too much of a ramble vlog, but I'm pretty sure we're on the way to that. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I have for some time been promoting the idea of a Diablo 3 Hardcore Arena mode. Something where once you enter and your character dies, he's gone for good. It would be an amazing esport, something that would revolutionize esports, I think, and I have been throwing this idea out there for months and months on the TGS podcast, on the Diablo cast, on pretty much anywhere I can just shout this idea to the rooftops. I have been. And recently, Kripp, Athene, all these other YouTubers and personalities have seen that idea or come up with it themselves or whatever. It doesn't even matter. All that matters is other people now see this as a really cool idea, and now is the time to strike while the iron's hot. So what I've done is create a petition. The link is down below in the description, and basically it's to let Blizzard know all of us want to see this happen. It's a really terrific idea, and if you want to know more information about it, please click the link. There's a big description there, a big chunk of text that tells you exactly what my vision is for this, and it sort of incorporates everything I've seen and want to see in sort of a gladiator-style arena match, which would be amazing. Can you imagine BlizzCon, the final 4 people in the world who are still alive, going at it in a ring of fire? One man comes out, and that winner gets like a special item and then returns the next season to come back and fight everyone else to the death? That would change esports in general. So I'm hoping I've piqued your interest just enough to get you to click the link below. Hopefully you'll check it out and read what's there and sign the petition. And hopefully Blizzard will read it too, and we can get this out there and have everyone sort of join on, because I'm not joking. MLG would love this. Esports in general would love this. It's something that brings real emotion and real personality, and you get to see people really strive for immortality of their character, because once they're gone, And can you imagine bringing back like the champion from the previous season or some up-and-comer beating him? There's so many different scenarios that could play out, and it's so much better than just an RTS or a fighting game or whatever. There's so many variables when real stakes are involved. Hours and hours of your time are put into this, and then you lose? I think this would be the next big thing. So, again, I'm starting to ramble. I apologize. This is not a vlog. And please click the link below, and hopefully this will be as awesome as we all hope it is. So thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Please sign the link below, and as always, and hopefully, to be continued. Hey there, guys, it's Jesse.
That's pretty much it. He pretty much already talked about what it's supposed to be, which is actually really cool. In my ears, it's really cool. I'm a big esports guy. I really like my esports. I like my FGC as well, but I mainly like StarCraft 2 and watching big competitions go at it. And I don't know, what do you guys think about it? Me, I personally think it could work, especially that I think that hardcore mode does not have any real money auction house transactions. That's why it's one of the reasons why it's going to be a little bit easier to make things work. But implementing it and getting on with it, it's going to be a little bit tricky for Blizzard, if ever they want it to happen. What do you guys think?
Yet possible edge, because yeah, Blizzard hasn't started balancing their skills for PvP yet, and like in StarCraft, it's gonna be a bit imbalanced at the start. They're gonna have to take time and check out which skills do imba stuff, because people are gonna find ways to exploit skills, as you people know from just a normal game. And once people get the most efficient way to kill other guys, there's going to be builds and items and stuff. Like, for example, the crit builds. You know? Just critting 100k and your barbarian with 999 resist and 2 million armor or whatever gets killed by one shot of a cluster bomb. That's not going to feel good. Right? So, until the time comes that they are able to balance the classes, the skills, and everything, that's the only time they can actually release that, and that's gonna take a lot of stuff before it can come competition.
Well, basically,
but in the future, it should be fun.
Yeah, basically, I think.
Love to see that. Love to see that.
Yeah, I think that it might get implemented actually as soon as we think, because basically, patch 2.0 is basically in the works already, and PvP is coming with it as well. Now, I remember that WoW, how WoW Arena works is basically every skill is also nerfed there. Like whenever you get in the PvP area or the arena, every skill is nerfed. So
yeah,
I would imagine
there's like a 50% reduction, and then there's resilience, which further nerfs it. So it's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a good start.
So it could also be implemented with Diablo 3 once this thing happens as well, or when the PvP comes as well, because they already said that PvP is pretty boring right now. Like they're not having fun with PvP, so they're mixing and matching it as of this moment. So I don't even know what's PvP gonna look like. Like it might become like a Dota something type of PvP. Could work. It could work as a Dota thing.
I'd hate to think. I'd want to think iPhone 5 style where you don't have to get gear because it's already geared from your normal items, but like getting upgrades for your base, getting more towers and stuff, and better equipment for your minions or something. I'd pay to play that. That would be pretty awesome.
But basically, yeah. You guys know Bloodline Champions, right? Or have you guys heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it.
There are people have been trying to. Go ahead.
No, that's basically what the arena system in Diablo 3 is going to be designed by. That's basically it.
And that's one of the reasons why Bloodline Champions is not popular, because it's not as fun to watch. I really want to watch that game. It looks really interesting, but it's really dull for me. Maybe it's because I don't play it. Have you seen any tournaments of that? Because sometimes the good studio hosts
I've
tournaments.
seen videos from the devs describing the game, but no, not really.
I've seen
I think
the tournament. They really tried to make it happen.
I'm curious why, as to why it sounds boring, but
Because basically, it's basically it. Like maybe if you're playing the game, you might be a little bit more interested, so you have more depth. But that's not esports material, I guess. Because basically, what you want to be an esports game is that things that people can watch and enjoy, even though they're not really aware of what half of it is happening. That's why basically why StarCraft is pretty good. You know, it's only red versus blue, and if if the one team has a bigger army, that means there's a good chance he's gonna win. So, and then upsets happen whenever that team with the lowest number of units is gonna swing back up and take the victory. So that's pretty much why StarCraft 2 is pretty much a good esports, and LoL itself is pretty popular, but then again there's a huge fan base or a huge player base of it. That's why it's popular, and I don't think it's also a good esports as well. But then again, that's only my opinion, and I'm pretty much StarCraft 2 biased. So let's move on about that. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why Bludgeon Champions I don't think is as successful. Because if it is, we should be hearing a lot of stuff about it right now. Which in fact,
But
it's not
be honest,
happened yet.
it does sound good on paper. I don't know. Let's just get back to Diablo.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper, but we haven't really tried the PvP though of Diablo 3, so we can't really comment on that. Like on BlizzCon, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Like I said, it does sound exciting, but there's a lot of issues that needs to be fixed first before they can even think of trying to do that. Because if people lose their hard-earned characters just because this skill is a lot better at doing something,
Mhm.
and they don't have a chance of winning, that's gonna make people feel bad about their characters, and
In life in
that's
general.
not what Blizzard wants.
It's gonna feel mid them,
Yeah.
or that's gonna make them feel bad in life in general. Because basically,
You're gonna want
look at the scenario.
someone-
Yeah. The scenario basically is think about it. So it's basically
imagine like this.
Mhm.
You go ahead, man.
Alright. It's basically 100 or 50 people basically registered to play in this tournament. This hardcore arena deathmatch. And these 50 people only have a month to grind, to farm, to buy as many items as possible. And then they're gonna go into the tournament. And once they get in the tournament, everything's gonna be live streamed and such. It's gonna be a 1v1. It's gonna be a 4-player deathmatch, arena deathmatch. So in the arena, there's only one survivor. So everything's gonna thin out real quick. And when you lose, when you're just a viewer, right? Basically, when you're just a viewer, you're gonna see people like they're really gonna battle their heart out here, because you know these people has invested their whole month just playing this game, and if they lose everything. And then when you see that, it's like, oh, that's gonna hurt so bad. You're just gonna feel the pain of that player. Especially if they added the webcam to it, it's like, oh my god, that's gonna be so painful. And then when you reach the top 8, you're gonna go to BlizzCon now, where everything is live. You see the facial reactions of everyone, and then you're gonna see all those the remaining 8 players like really nervous. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be nervous because, for example, they're fighting for like $150,000 for first place and such. That's a lot of money. So whoever wins will take everything. Whoever loses or whoever takes second place gets nothing. He only gets a
Dude,
broken character.
Imagine if you're fighting for everything you said, everything in there, and then you get one shot with a critical hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's like balance stuff.
Yeah,
It's a big issue, but I'm saying the concept is really good though. Like the concept of
Exactly.
the arena. It's gonna take a long time. Mhm.
That the main point is that there's gonna be a lot of work involved before that actually a good, I should say, a good system. But it's gonna be exciting. Once that comes out, I'll be more than happy to start casting those matches.
I will definitely cast those matches. Definitely. You see those people. You see our local community people from DiabloPH invested their like whole month playing, or local tournament, local hardcore tournament. Oh man.
Wow.
Uh huh.
Imagine the trash talking that's gonna happen when that is live.
Yeah, seriously.
Trash talking, man, that's gonna be something Wow.
And there's more release when the player wins. They're gonna like so much more pressure is on you because when you die you lose everything, and when you win, so much like oh yeah, you're gonna be popping up like yeah, I beat this guy. It's gonna be pretty awesome. That's what I want to see. I want to see also like some tournaments in Mineski, like when someone dies in the hardcore PvP, we're like oh, you're gonna some of your buddies like oh.
I want to see that. There's like 30,000 people watching the stream, and then
That guy's gonna cry. He might go crazy. He might drop someone when he goes out. I'm like, oh man, I need to go back. I need to go back. Need to buy some. I need to get some money to play some more. Like blah blah. blah.
we need to make a new character.
That's gonna that's gonna show
I
character.
like it. I like it, but it has to be implemented in the right way.
Implemented. Yep. It's gonna have to. It's
All
gonna go
limits
through a lot.
depend on the implementation.
It's gonna go through a lot because everything it's really hard to balance. Like come on, StarCraft 2 has been out for 2 years. It's not everything's balanced.
Protoss OP.
For so
No, no,
no.
no.
No, no.
No.
Dar, what, hold on.
Pop.
You've been quiet this whole time about this topic. What do you think about it, by the way, Dar?
Yeah, hardcore. There's going to be so much thrill into it. It's like, imagine this guy, let's say Athing, wins the first tournament. So, obviously he would go for the Demon Hunter, and in the next tournament, there would be this guy who like analyze his builds and stuff and just hit Athens' weaknesses, and I don't know, it's kind of like thrilling to see that, or maybe think about it when people are trying to analyze like in StarCraft, like people try to analyze each other's play, and then in that way they try to beat them in some way, just like in Diablo 3.
And then like for example, what if it becomes an Olympics when there's one person representing for each country, like everyone, the whole country supporting that one person, and then when that one person dies, like you see their whole progress all throughout the month. You're gonna see how hardworking they are and such, and then one person that one person, for example, our representative is Arkanthiel, going representing Philippines. You see him hardworking, playing this game, grinding out so much. Then you see him live on stage and just completely get destroyed. You're gonna just feel tears about it. And we're like, oh my god, like you're gonna that's esports. Like that hurts, right? That's I don't know. It's emotions.
Exactly.
That's so much toil.
That's actual emotion.
It hurts whenever you know someone personally, and you know someone has worked so hard to get to that point, and then just completely crumble back to zero. It's crazy. Anyways, that's pretty much my idea for that. I like it a lot. You guys like it? You guys like it? Yeah. Moving on to the next topic. All right. We're gonna move on to the next topic right now, guys. I don't think we're gonna take a break anymore because let's just try to finish it
All right.
as fast as possible. Let me just get a 10-second break. All right, 10-second break. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my god!
We're
I just got.
What happened?
I got something good.
Alright.
Make me, nigger.
I heard it.
No. I'm doing normal Zotan cool all over again. Still works.
Anyways, we are back, guys, for the last topic of today. It is gonna be talking about DiabloPH. Now, there's nothing really a lot to talk about here, but I just wanna provide a DiabloPH topic every episode, just to keep in track, or just to keep an update on how the group is going and growing in general. So basically, right now we have almost 1,500 new members. That's a lot of new members, actually, if you think about it, especially for a game especially for a community that's dominated with piracy, and most of the people can't really play this game in our country. It's a really good amount of people, and it shows a lot of potential on how far the game can go locally in terms of competitiveness and such. But you know, we've had this problem since day one, since the day one of release, which are those sellers offer plays. Like, people really haven't learned really have not take it in consideration that there are rules now in the groups, and that the moderators are already really nice about it. They're not even banning people about it. They're just letting it be, I guess, or just telling them like, yo, you're not supposed to do this way. You need to do it in the proper way, which there's already a topic for. Let me see. Let me bump that real quick. I think it's so far away down now. But yeah, there's already a rule.
Actually,
Mhm.
what I've been doing right now is I've just been deleting those pictures. I'm not even informing them anymore because nobody's listening to me anyway. So what I do is if I don't see a minimum bid or a buyout price on the picture, I delete the picture itself, not just the post.
No one's following
That
you
makes
when
my
you
life a
PM
lot
them? Seriously?
Right there.
Walang sumusunod sa'yo when you
Says
PM
here
them,
right
bro?
now.
No man, no one. And but there's a lot of people who like learned what happened. They read the post and then they do it by themselves, and I'm really happy for that. But for everyone else, if you're wondering why your post has been deleted, it's probably because it doesn't have a buyout price or a minimum bid, which is what we already agreed on. Because we don't want to turn DiabloPH into an auction house. It's not. We don't want to ban it, but we don't want to throw all the discussions away just to focus on auction house. That doesn't form a good community. That forms a good market, right?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Why aren't those people who bumps those selling posts banned or remove their posts or gets their post removed once they bump it?
What?
Like for example, someone bumps a sell offer please or sell something like that. They have a price point, but they bump it for like
for example, the gold. Oh,
no
Price checks.
no price checks are okay because they're not really selling it in the groups. They just want to know what the price is. I'm wondering about how do you say that? For example, they're selling item like for like one piece of item for like for example 500k. There's a price already in it, but no one wants to buy it, and then he bumps it like after 6 hours, and then no one wants to buy it, and then he bumps it again like another 6 hours. Like why don't you guys remove those?
well, technically, he's not disobeying the rules. Well, he's not bumping it every 5 minutes. He bumps it every 6 hours, which I don't. It's not bad as long as he doesn't abuse it. I guess it's okay if no one is buying is interested in his item. Maybe eventually he'll get it and stop bumping it. But I'm not encouraging people to bump your post every 6 hours until people comment on that.
Are actually interested.
Yeah. People are not stupid in DiabloPH. They do look on the posts that are been posted below. So they do scroll down and they see. And when they do see, they do comment if they like the item. Don't have to actually bump it every 6 hours. Maybe once every 3 days is fine. But I don't know. I'm not annoyed at. I'm not against it 100%. I'm letting it pass for now. I guess.
Hold on, I just want to say something. Someone posted a picture on the groups like our show basically happening. Then there's a link on the top of the chat. It's basically Diablo 3 cheats, macros, secrets, guides, dupes, and apps. It's an ad on the top. It's like, all right, so that's pretty much completely ignoring what we've been talking about the whole 2 hours of the show.
Well, at least it provides a concise summary of our show.
As I guess.
Thank you, Alex.
That's horrible. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's not really disobeying the rules, but I wouldn't really recommend it because I don't know. It's for me personally. It gets on my nerves because you already see the abundance of people selling items and on the top area. Then you do, and then you see you just see another person like see or bump a post, and then you see the date like 5 days ago. Like why would you bump it again? It's been 5 days. Like I don't think it's gonna work out anymore or something. Because it's been 5 days. Because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people, or I'm pretty sure a lot of people are smart enough that if they're looking for it, they're gonna find it. And I'm pretty sure people are smart enough that to scroll down to the very bottom of the screw.
You know what? I'll try talking to Nikki about that, see what we can do in terms of limiting the amounts of bumps you can do on your posts.
Mhm.
But we'll see. For now, like I said, it's not really that harmful because people are still not going to reply to your item if it's not interesting. So, whatever.
Hopefully. Maybe just one. I guess yeah, one bump is okay, but 5 bumps, still one item. Not really. How about Are you against those people selling golds? What do you guys think about that? Gold for money.
Technically, if the auction house is going to sell gold, it's not against the rules. So, why not?
But
Why not?
they
why
are
we
not
gonna-
selling it yet. Maybe one of the reasons why
What?
they're
Well,
not selling it
we're not-
yet.
If the people who are buying the gold get scammed, it's not our fault because they're the ones who opted to avail of that. But like I said, if the real money auction house is gonna have gold selling,
Mm-hmm.
why shouldn't other people like here over
No,
here?
because my concern is that that's pretty much it. Like, there's a reason why it's not implemented yet in the auction house because of those dupe gold. So that's why I kind of don't want people to get in trouble a lot more. Because once a person gets in trouble and gets their account banned, that's pretty much it for them. Or loses their gold, which they paid like 5,000 pesos for. That's pretty much it. That's one less player to play this game. So
Well, we have been giving them ample warning anyway. So
Mhm.
like you said, there's no way for Blizzard to weed through the dupe gold and the unduped gold, the real
yeah, it's gonna be
gold
hard, really
that
hard.
been grinding for hours. And there are a lot of people that have actually grinded their gold and want to make money out of it. So why should we deny them the opportunity of that? I mean, most of the other players have been selling items in the real money auction house for dollars, and not everyone has a bank account. So if they get a little something from playing Diablo, from grinding, it's gonna encourage them to play more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it sort of promotes the community in a sort of really side road way somehow.
I guess it's
Yes,
okay. I
I'm
guess.
trying to say it's barely positive.
I guess if it's like not really an issue, like those dupe golds and such, like I guess it's okay to buy or to sell gold. Which actually, there's something actually amazes me that some people are actually buying the gold, like posting buying gold for this amount of price. I guess I'm assuming that people already are converting like gold to dollar ratio, that they think that they can make more money out of this. Because basically it's legit. Like I think everything that's worth 2 million gold in the auction house is worth 30 something dollars in US. So if you're buying 2 million gold for $2 or something like that, it's gonna be like enough for 2 million gold. No, because I saw someone is buying 60 million gold for 5,000 pesos. Is that correct? I'm not.
Whoa.
Or 10,000 pesos or something like that. But yeah, it's something like that.
That's
And
not worth it, actually.
because people are basically, what do you call that? People are just, what that person can basically do is just buy some items for 2 million or stuff like that in the auction house, and then can easily just try to sell it in the real money auction house for more money, for more dollars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's actually a good thing to do if you have the money to do it with, I guess.
That's true. And remember, Wawa, not everyone can grind for gold, especially now that it's been nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
So people who have less time to play can just opt to buy more gold. And since it's still down in RMAH, at least they have an option here in DiabloPH, and they can enjoy the game because someone's buying gold from someone who farmed, so that they can play the game. They can progress in Inferno without having to farm 24 hours a day. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good contribution to DiabloPH in a really small way.
Someone's actually asking, Hekai Atomics is asking, people selling gold, maybe bili ba? Or is someone buying it lately? Because he said that they were only to manage sell gold the first week of release, and then after that, wala na. Baksak na daw yung value. The value of gold has decreased. Do you guys have any idea?
Yeah, because of gold, dude.
On the first day, it was like $300 per mil. And then, like, last I checked, it's like 280 pesos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, $2 per mil.
Mm.
So it really did go down in value.
Yeah, because
Really,
of gold
really-
dripping.
Like I've been saying, man, once it hits $2 a pop, like $1 a pop, 100 pesos, I'm gonna buy some. I'm just waiting for it, man, to go just a little bit more. Someone's willing to offer me 100 pesos per M, I'm gonna grab on that.
It's so easy to meet up in the Philippines, right? Especially in Luzon, in Manila area. It's like, oh, meet up in Mineski, blah 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 blah, buying, blah 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 blah. It's so awesome. I think you can
Oh,
actually
yeah.
make a lot of money in.
Maybe you can even get new friends from buying gold. Like, hey, pretty cool guy, want you add in blah blah, you know?
That if it's legit.
So
That if it's legit though. Oh no, well you can make
If
you can
the
make
guy-
friends with unlegit people, I guess. I wouldn't advise it though. Because what if
I
their
guess
friendship
that's
is just trying to make more money out of you? Anyways,
Well,
go ahead.
I guess that's true. What were we gonna talk about earlier about DiabloPH?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
What was that?
that. Wow, I forgot
forgot.
about that.
The guy was one guy.
There's this one guy.
There's this one
Who
guy.
could kill the goblin
DiabloPH?
with a spark in 5 seconds.
What?
You can level his barbarian to 60 in 5 seconds. Oh, let's just let it pass. Maybe
is-
we'll find out about it. But yeah, I'm actually glad that DiabloPH is doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
There have been a lot of people joining and then really interested in the community. What we just really need is like Diablo to add a chat room in game so we can actually talk and form parties and stuff. Once
Yeah,
that
actually,
is out,
about the chat channel.
the chat channel, man,
Yeah, I think
using them. Not-
another opinion about it. For those people who like play Diablo 2, you can like make your own pet channel. So like there were certain channels where they do bail runs. So chat channels were certainly more versatile that time. You can
Exactly.
make your own channel and invite your friends.
Exactly.
That's
That's
good.
what we need, man.
Wherein today, what do I see in my chat channels? Barbarian chat, Demon Hunter, General Hardcore, looking for a group.
And what do you
Okay,
see in
looking for a
those? What do you see in those?
One-
Like selling
What?
$2 gold for a million, blah 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 blah.
One person. No. One person in channel. Look at that. I'm all alone in that channel. Just
No
but
one
they
joins it
do
anymore.
For like they don't allow
It's
people.
like a token.
yeah, they don't
future
allow
chat.
people to play it.
Like it's like that token chat guy. Like, okay, you really want chat channels? We're too lazy to actually implement one. So here's something of a glorified PM system you can use.
No, you know what they said? Oh, you want chat channels? Here, we'll automatically join you to general chat. There you go. It's like, it's not even. We're not even in
Okay.
all the same
Ne-
general chat. That's horrible.
Next,
Next,
but yeah,
we have a.
we'll see how things work out. I mean, StarCraft 2 is
Yeah, StarCraft.
Almost
Not StarCraft as well.
passable, and Heart of the Swarm is looking up to be pretty good. So maybe by Diablo
Just for Protoss.
expansion, they might change a lot of stuff because they're gonna learn about a lot of things once Heart of the Swarm is out. They're gonna learn what works and what doesn't for the community. And if Blizzard really wants to make Diablo 3 continue on for decades, they're gonna make a few changes, hopefully. Hopefully.
You know what else is gonna come out when Hottest Swarm comes out?
But
Blizzard Dota. Yeah. I wanna play
Blizzard
that
Dota.
so much. It's gonna be free to play too. You don't have to buy anything. So it's really, really awesome.
those are limited to like a
Bonus.
few heroes when you're using a starter account or something. I don't know.
I'm not
But
sure.
it should be interesting.
I guess because basically the game is free to download, but you're only gonna get the starter thing. But I guess what they're gonna do is
Yeah.
that put the Dota All Stars in the or Blizzard Dota in the starter thing, so it's actually not that bad an idea. I guess.
Why not? It'd be in the arcade stuff, right?
And I heard some good stuff
Cool,
about the
cool.
Dota, the Blizzard Dota too. Like for example, the towers have bullets, so they have reload times and such. So being good in your lane rewards you more, and those people bad at the lane is getting punished a little bit harder. So it's gonna make the game a little bit faster, like making money is a little bit faster and such. So yeah, it could really work out. Could make Dota a little bit more exciting to watch as well.
Yeah, and the mount system. Oh, can't wait to use that.
Mount system, yeah, that should be fun. We have a question, by
Alright.
the way, in chat. Like one question. Let's just answer this first. Where do you guys check the value of gold to dollars? Basically, I only see it in forums and by knowledge or in-game knowledge, I guess. Because you always see the value of gold dwindle. I was actually surprised because the first time I saw someone selling gold is when they were around $39 or so. And then I kind of stopped checking, and now I hear that's only like $2 per million. So there's been a huge decrease already in the gold value. It's really just keeping
Totally.
yourself informed and such, so that you don't get tricked or something. Where do you guys check it? You guys check in forums too, right?
Yeah, I do, and the posts in DiabloPH. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
the posts there are going to be competitive, so it's gonna be low. So I take it. I kind of
seen-
estimate from there.
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah,
I
Diablo
think
PH is
it's
still a really awesome community site. By the way, thumbs up. Like I learned a lot of stuff in Diablo PH. Like whenever I see some helpful stuff, like some like for example what Rai posted earlier, like the how Xfire's predictions of the player base of Diablo is slowly dwindling and such. Let me see. I've seen a couple lately. Um, I think GMA was, or no, Forbes was going in depth with Diablo as well on that Inferno hardcore kill. I think about. And then people post also important threads in the forums, like from Blizzard forums to the DiabloPH groups, which is really helpful because I don't have enough time to sort through out all those threads in the Blizzard forums. It's been a while actually since I've been to the Blizzard forums. Like I only see what else is needed. Oh, thanks to Fritz, Alan, Antonia for plugging us in the groups. And let me see. What do you guys have seen that's helped you out in the groups, by the way? Like, what's the post or a post someone made that helped you out?
Well, I can't really recall anything from the top of my head because I've only been moderating there. But I don't, people have been really, really helpful in the groups, and there have been talks on builds and. Hang on.
I'm actually gonna bump this post by.
The guy was asking about the monk build. That kind of gave me ideas, and it was part of what convinced me to go one-hand shield. I guess that kind of helped.
Yeah,
as well.
actually, that's one of the reasons also. Like, I used to rock two double wielding monk, but I think that it actually was hard, and then people said like, oh, it's really impossible to go Inferno without a shield.
It's still possible, man.
With good
It's
with good
possible.
resist and def, I guess. Really,
Yeah.
it really depends now. I'm actually gonna plug this post by
Good light would hit, I would say.
by M. It's a survey. To those interested, please, what do you call that? Please sign them up. Survey Monkey. Basically, to those who haven't answered yet, the survey around. But yeah, I already bumped it, so you guys are gonna see it in the groups already. It's basically a survey on about video games, and it's more awesome to what do you call that? It's always awesome to support those surveys about video games and such because it's basically supporting our community as well and giving more light on the public, I guess, or to other developers. Because I know some people inside working for like Gameloft and Ubisoft and such that they do these certain surveys to the community, and that's actually giving them enough information on how they can improve their services or how they can better their next game and such as well. So yeah, you guys should definitely support those surveys and such. So I'm gonna bump that. just check the DiabloPH groups and you will see it on the top page. Unless someone bumps another sale offer, please post. Annoying. I hate it. Anyways, yeah. How about you, Dar? Have you remembered anything awesome recently in these groups?
This group. Let me see.
I don't. I remember a lot. Oh, the discussion about skins, hero skins. Like for example, the Barb skins can be like a Tychus Finley
The
skin.
wizard.
That was funny. Or a wizard could be like a skin, like just a
There was-
basic skin you can buy. Like a wizard can be a High Templar. That would be pretty cool. Or a monk can be Kerrigan.
But won't that like ruin the lore or something? I don't know. Maybe in the future when Diablo 3 actually turns into WoW, maybe that will happen.
That's funny.
But right now, I don't know.
Oh, by the way, shoutouts to Lester Santos, to Blitz
Right now,
Ace
right
for
now.
his gambling services. That actually looked pretty interesting. Did you guys buy any of those items from the?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay. No.
But those are all legit
I was
63
asking
items,
him
right?
for free samples. Yeah.
We roll our own dices.
I was asking him for free samples, but
For
he's
samples.
running a business.
That's funny.
Oh well.
Now, but you guys should have asked. Oh, money back, please. One day money back guarantee.
This roll sucks. I want my money back.
Bad roll.
Yeah. He's gonna go
Get back.
bankrupt with that.
Unidentified. Unidentified.
But yeah, that was actually pretty interesting. I just found that out that what do you call that? I just found that out that you can see the item level already before you identify it. So that's pretty good to know. I never really bothered to check before I identify it. Anyways, I think that's it for our topic or for our show today. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Thank you for the viewers that is still keeping us or that's still tuning in right now, and those talking in chat. Really, really awesome to have a conversation with you guys and to support this show and the community as well. Any shout outs for you guys? My shout out is going to be going to all the people in DiabloPH. Keep on rocking, keep on doing some awesome stuff, and it's only up to us that basically to make this community better or to keep this thing better. It's only up to us to keep reminding those people that are doing things incorrectly to just tell them like, hey, this thing we have rules, specific rules for this type of post. Please do, or you can just check it out here on how to do it properly, maybe repost it again and such like that, so they can just properly handle themselves well. And the next time they post another for sale stuff or another discussion thread and such. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Shoutouts to all the people in reddit.com/rdiablo. Really awesome community site as well. I always go there. I'm a big Reddit fan. That's why I have no life sometimes. It's so hard to get off of Reddit. It's such it's like crack. And shoutouts to Monster Energy. I like Monster Energy. Have you guys drank Monster Energy? That's a really good thing. Shoutouts to Mocha Loco or the Java Mocha, something like that flavor. And hope you guys find it in your heart to sponsor the show soon. With 12 cases of
Yeah.
Monster, I would be happy. I'd happy to plug you like every minute of the show. Give me like a case of Monster. I would be happy to plug it. Anyways, that's it for my shout out. How about you guys?
Not
go
really.
Ark.
Hello guys. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Arkanthiel. I do some silly stuff there. I really wish I could cast more stuff, but my PC really can't. I've been trying to make it work. I guess for that. In case that you are watching, hello. Thanks for watching. I guess that's it.
Can we announce it already, Ark?
Nah, that's not.
Okay.
That's not.
And then that's basically the announcement of the announcement. We just
Sorry.
need an
I don't know. I'm not really sure if they did anyway. They did, but
It should.
they stopped by earlier while they were bored. I guess Dar is figuring it out who we're talking about. Or whatever. No, one of them is online playing
Oh,
while
that's
they
cool.
was.
That's cool. Well, so yeah, basically follow Arkanthiel at twitter.com/Arkanthiel, and on Facebook he also has a Facebook, Mineski Arkanthiel. And for Mr. Wu, DarU, any shoutouts?
DarU.
DarU.
Well, shout out to people who are actually watching the stream from Baguio, from here, Baguio, and
Oh yeah,
shout out
Baguio.
to Clan GT.
Percent.
Yeah, we're GT.
GT.
We form every day, almost every day after, from like starting when the patch came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you Are you gonna go from? Are you gonna go to Manila, by the way, to compete?
Don't have a team yet. Not sure if I'm allowed to go as well.
I can always kick out Stellar. I can always
Force
No,
that
no,
guy
no,
to
no,
play
no, no.
StarCraft. Force that guy to play StarCraft.
and like go concentrate on your damn tournament. I have better DH here.
He has to beat Rev. He needs to beat Rev. Oh, come on, man.
Wait, Rev, is he coming?
He's yeah, in
Oh, wait,
Singapore.
oh,
Needs to beat Biol.
on May.
Biol's so good, man.
Is it Biol or Rain?
Biol or Rain, not sure. But both are really good. I think Stellar or Ender lost to Rain before.
Yeah, in the last one,
They're
Rain actually
still-
beat all the Filipinos who went against him.
Yeah. But
Moon went out.
Javito actually
No.
got
Yeah, we got
game
one
off.
game off. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It was brilliant, but still, Korean power. I'm really excited to see how things will change since they have been training in Korea. Well, Korean server. So I want to cast that. I'm interested in casting that.
Oh yeah,
Help
so
me in, man. If I can.
I didn't hear Dara's response.
No,
Are you
yeah.
going?
So not yet sure. I have
Ah.
to ask my parents about.
What if Mineski sponsors your biyahe? What if Ark here sponsors your biyahe?
That's hard.
That would be
Even
fun.
Ark doesn't.
Or what if the
What?
manager of Mineski's SE2 division sponsors your trip? Ah.
I'm gonna go PM him. Well, you know what
No,
Dustin needs. He'll be more than glad to sponsor you, provided provide him what he wants.
Well, Nikki, yeah, Nikki's
Actually, I have an
there.
idea. We'll have Dex. We'll have Dex farm some gold for us because he's a good gold farmer, and then just sell it for maybe 300 apiece. No, shoot. Shout out to Dex as well. That sexy boy, and Tin Can Villiers.
Tin Can Willie is there. Oh, yeah, all right.
Guy.
So yeah, follow him on Twitter as well. He has a Twitter. You have a Twitter, yeah. I remember you have a
Milk Tea Bubble
Milk Tea Bubble.
at Milk Tea Bubble.
All right. And actually, I'm gonna plug myself as well. Twitter.com/WawaSC and YouTube.com/WawaStarcraft. I'm gonna be uploading one video at least every day from now on for a while because I have nothing else to do for a while and just play this game for a while. And yeah, we're gonna cast more StarCraft 2 events very soon. Look forward to that. I'm gonna ask for replays from you guys soon. And I need someone to make an overlay for me. So if you guys have any talents
Don't
in
worry.
making overlays, please PM me in the groups. Or yeah, you can find me in the groups. PM me on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube and such. Yeah, please, I really would appreciate it. I need an overlay guy. It doesn't pay, but we'll plug you. I'll plug the hell out of you. People will hear about you. Don't worry. I'll make sure of that. People will hear about your name. Anyways, I think that's it for this show today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you guys Friday. I'm gonna do a show on Friday again. It's gonna be with different people. It depends on if these guys are available on Friday. It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be about Diablo though. It's gonna be mostly about esports and such, because stuff's happening lately, and I want to talk about it. All right, so peace out, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Keep on rocking in Hell and Inferno as well. Peace out.
Yeah,
We are
Go back
out.
to Diablo. The
Yes.
servers are up. Go back to Diablo.
Servers are up. Time
Go
to
back
farm.
cool leveling.
Bye bye, yo. Bye bye.
Good night. Good night, folks.